I think INFPs can come across as almost sort of tortured souls because they're on a sort of lifelong quest for, total unity and integration of mind, soul, and body. There's always seems to be a whole lot of sort of unanswered questions, which, again, as I've said at another stage, they're quite content with those unanswered questions. When an INFJ picks up on that, their NI can sort of pick up all of this, unfinished business, if you like, and because of the J in the INFJ, they like to have bookends to things. They like to have closure or a sense of understanding on an issue. They don't like to have things unfinished. An INFJ is quite comfortable to revisit those issues if it's necessary and unpack it again and maybe make some changes to what they believe or how they're going to approach something or whatever. But there needs to be a certain amount of closure and it needs to be sort of put back in its place nice and neatly. Whereas an INFP, there doesn't need to be that closure. They're kind of always open-ended. They're always adding to. And it could be tempting for some INFJs to want to tidy up the INFP, to try to help them to come to some kind of closure or understanding or conclusion. It's not a good way to go. The INFP will not appreciate that and will actually consider it rather a shallow way of addressing them. Like I've said previously, the best thing that an INFJ can do is really just reflect what they're hearing back to the INFP. That seems to have a way of like an INFP might just be sharing over here and sharing about this, and there might not be a sense of order to it. And an INFJ can sit there and kind of reflect it back with a sense of order and understanding, which seems to really help the INFP at times. They seem to really appreciate hearing a reflection, a tidy reflection of what they're sharing. That seems to be a lot more helpful than trying to put the bookends and the conclusions and to what the INFP is saying.